All right, so as you guys know, season 4 marks the return of Soap MacTavish, and I'm interested to see. Currently, my update's actually downloading, it's at 95%. I'm currently excited to see whether or not they give us an explanation as to how Soap MacTavish is actually going to return to the game. Also, they're introducing the DNA bomb and putting that into Warzone with the bunkers and everything like that. So there will be that description of what is going on there too. And I'm also excited to see whether or not there is actually going to be a cinematic or whether it's just going to be a teaser for the bundles that are coming in season 4. I do not know the answer to any of these, so I'm going into this just as blind as you guys. So let's boot up the game and let's see what comes of this. All right, here we go. Please give me a cutscene. It also might be very quiet because I have my volume down on the game because this game is naturally very, very loud. Okay. All right. We're not going to press anything because I don't want to accidentally skip the cutscene. Somehow I'm not installing shaders, so I don't know if the update is actually not installed yet. Okay, we all know this. This is not updated at all. Okay, come on. Cutscene. Cinematic. Nope, this is normal. Nobody panic. It's still normal. Like, I don't want to accidentally skip it. Okay, if I press... Okay, I skipped it. Oh, okay, now we're loading shaders. So the update's real. But is there... I should have known that was going to happen. Try it again. Okay. Here we go. Downloading shaders again. Oh, here we go. That was Soap.
Expect contact. We don't know who we're dealing with, but neither do they.
Okay, that makes sense because they don't know Soap's alive.
Command's got new intel. Bombs are popping up across the grid. This threat is now global. We need a sit rep from Paris.
There's Paris. So that's the tie into the original Modern Warfare 3.
Find out what this tech is and contain it. Copy that. We're running out of time. What's the situation in Tokyo? Do you have eyes on explosives? We're taking fire!
Okay, so they're also in Tokyo, so that hence the Tokyo map. Keep in mind, Soap is the demolitions expert. So, boom, bomb goes off. And nothing? They're not going to show us what happens after? No way. Okay. Three things. Number one, there was essentially no explanation as to how Soap MacTavish would have possibly survived. I'm going to go in and I'm going to check something real quick. I'm going to check his bio in a second. Okay, I rewatched the cutscene and I actually think I have an answer as to what is going on with Soap. He's dead. I'm shocked by this, but if you rewatch that cutscene, if you go back to the very beginning, it says that cutscene takes place on May 22nd, 2022, which tells us that everything that is going on in the multiplayer is happening before the events of Modern Warfare 3. So a couple of things that I find interesting, and I will go into a video on the main channel tomorrow. But yeah, Everything that is happening here happens before Modern Warfare 3. So for those wondering how Soap MacTavish actually made a return or anything like that, it is because the things that are happening in multiplayer and even in Urzikstan here are not happening after the events of Modern Warfare 3. So for those wondering what is going on, that is it. Now, it is still increasingly confusing, and hence why I need to make a full video on it. But that is the information that we have for now. As far as this cutscene in and of itself goes, this has to do with, I think, Makarov. I have to dive a little bit deeper into this because there is a corporation here that I have never seen before, a Cortec or something like that. And I don't know who they are. I have to kind of dig deeper into them. And they're the ones that are arming these DNA bombs throughout several different areas. The one thing that I will say they did really, really cool is the kind of callback to previous Call of Duty games. The DNA bombs or chemical weapons being used in a place like Paris, like we saw in the original Modern Warfare 3, is really, really cool. I just don't know how I feel about them adding this story in now, because Season 1 took place after the events of Modern Warfare 3, because Nolan got broken out of custody of Task Force 141 and he was telling his plan. So that's what's going on in Urzikstan then. Now we have May 22nd, 2022. Soap MacTavish is back alive. So it's almost as if we are time jumping, and I'm going to have to go through each and every individual cutscene and season and kind of piece together a timeline, because at this point, I don't know what is happening when. We know that Modern Warfare Zombies happened before the events of Modern Warfare 3. We know that Nolan in Season 1 was broken out from Makarov at the Season 1. And I'm curious, I have to go in and dive into a game of Warzone today. I want to see, because when you go in, it'll actually give you a date and time as to when things are happening. So I'm curious, this bomb sequence, the contagious, the DNA bombs, are we in 2022 or are we in 2023 or are we in 2024? Are we after the events of Modern Warfare 3? So really just this didn't answer my questions. From everything that I've seen in this cutscene, I think we can assume that Soap MacTavish is actually dead. But again, I have to dive further into it. So at this point, I want to hear what you guys are thinking. At this point, do you think Soap MacTavish is alive? Do you think he is dead? What did you take away from this cutscene? Because at this point, I am completely unsure. From what I am seeing, he looks dead to me. But again, if you go into his bio, if you go and look in game, it actually says that he is an active operator. So it's completely dependent on when the multiplayer, when Warzone, and when Modern Warfare Zombies are actually taking place. And that is the part that is increasingly confusing at this point. So let me know what you think. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. But as always, thanks for coming out to the second channel. Appreciate you being here. Until next time, peace.